Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to show you how I built my coal frame. Now I built two of these, so if you stay around for the entire video, it's not that long, I'm going to show you exactly how I built it. So this is what I used, it's just standard timber that I ordered in. Dimensions are in the description box, so I'll detail everything there, so don't worry too much about this, so everything's going to be in the box below. So I laid everything out flat, cut everything first, laid it flat, and that's how it's going to look. So yeah, you just basically start building the panels. So this is the long side, the battens that are underneath there, underneath the long lengths. I've left a little gap, which will be more prominent in the next couple of clips. So this is basically the front part where it's you got the two lengths, two lengths at the front, three at the back, and you just then attach the sides. So the idea with the battens there, the 1 inch by 1 inch, is so when you do the joins there, the flush, you can see good on that clip here. So you can see here, so this is the tool I use. You don't have to use a tool like this, you can just judge roughly, or you can measure it properly. So you basically want the thickness of your wood, your lengths there, and the gap that you're leaving, the little gap at the end there, is the thickness of the lengths. So when you marry the two together, you should have a nice edge. And I'm doing this fairly quickly, you can take your time. So this is the back bit, so I've got this set out there. As I say, it's 3 lengths at the back and 2 at the front. So you basically want to get everything screwed together. Yeah, so this is the tool that I use. It's a set square essentially, and the little bit there is set to the thickness of the wood. So that's what I used, and it's worthwhile. So just show you again here. So you got the thickness. You put that there so it's flush against the sides on each panel, and then the batten at the bottom is set to the correct position. So you're leaving a nice space for the other lengths to be attached. And when you're screwing together, one thing to mention is you don't screw from board to board. You screw everything to those 1 inch by 1 inch battens. So it's essentially just putting it together now. So if you can imagine, I had 4 panels. I had the back part with the 3 lengths on, the front part with the 2 lengths on, and the 2 sides. So this is the top of the 2 sides. So each side had 2 regular lengths of wood, 2 panels, and had 1 length, and you cut that on the diagonal. So I used a circular saw just to go from diagonal to diagonal, and you're essentially cutting it in half, and one part goes on one side and the other goes on the other side, and again you just screw it like that. You can use a handsaw, but it would be tricky. A jigsaw would be okay, but as I say, I used my circular saw, and it did the trick. It took about a minute to get through that. So you can see here it's all flush, and I'll show you what I did here as well. So that wasn't angled like that originally, this was squared off. So to follow the natural angle of the coal frame, I basically just chopped it off. So you can see like this, I'm following the angle. And then chopping it so it's flush. And then you've got your frame, which of course could be used as a bit of a raised bed, so you don't have to put a lid on, but obviously this video is a coal frame video. So I've got some plastic there that I had, and all I'm doing is just around the perimeter, just basically screwing some wood. It can be any thickness, this is fairly thin. just going around making sure the whole perimeter has got some wood screwed to it. I'm just using bits and pieces lying around, so the arm pieces would probably be better if you use 4 lengths, but I'm sort of mixing and matching. So once you've got that sorted like that, you just want to get your hinge. So the bit that I'm holding up there is going to be the back, the part where the 3 lengths are. So an easy way to do that is pick your spot, know which way the back is, and put your hinge on there, and then lay it flat how I've just done. Just so you know which way round it is. Doesn't particularly matter, but for one reason or another I chose that way around. And then just a case of screwing them down. Nice and simple. And you can see the wood there I used. I had 4 bits in the corner and then 4 longer bits. So it was just stuff I had lying around, as I say. It didn't cost us anything. And then you just screw them to the back of there, which you'll see in a minute how the hinges went on. Should have moved the camera then, give you a better view, but you'll see in a sec. And then have some sort of handle. You can do what you want with it. You can put some decorative bits of wood over the top, just play about with it, doesn't really matter. I'm just keeping it simple because probably like everyone else, they've got loads of stuff to do, loads of jobs to be getting on with in the allotment. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe as well if you've found this video useful. I upload everything I do in the allotment, all these little builds, all the veg, I keep chickens and stuff, so it all gets put on YouTube. And I just want to show you there, so I'm happy with this. There's a little gap running around, I'm not too bothered. I'll tell you what could be done to make it flush, but it doesn't make much difference. So basically, the hinges there could be sunken in, so if you've got a little chisel set, if you basically take, looks like half an inch gap there or an inch, if you chisel down into the wood so the hinge actually sits within the wood, so it's all flush, that would solve that problem, but it doesn't matter, it doesn't make too much of a difference. And this is where it's going, to sit next to the other coil frame, which I have to sort the lid on that one. Actually, I haven't put any hinges on just yet. So yeah, so again, if you've enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe, and I'll be posting as many videos as I can, especially through the summer. So yeah, thanks for watching.